My name is Alison Burnside and I'm the minister in Kingusie Parish Church, and I decided to become a Vocations champion because I've been a minister now for quite a while and I have really enjoyed it and it's really worthwhile, and I would like to encourage other people to think about it.
So you say you've been a minister for quite a while now. What do you remember of your own calling to ministry?
I think my story is probably different from other people's stories in that I've always wanted to be a minister, and when I was a little girl I used to play at being a minister and put my teddies on the stairs, and everything in our house I think got baptised, even the dog. And I used to tell my minister when I was in primary school that I was going to be a minister in his church when he retired, and he used to pat me on my head and say to me, there Alison, on you go and buy yourself some sweeties. And sadly the church that we were in then was demolished, but before he retired he went to be minister in Kingusie, so I have followed in his footsteps. So because I knew that was what I just always wanted to do, that everything was geared towards it. So it means I went from school to university with a view to becoming a Church of Scotland minister, and I've never done anything else and I wouldn't want to.
Other ministers have spoken about feeling that call very strongly as a young person, as a child, but not getting the right advice or guidance to follow it through as you maybe have, and coming to it later in life. How, as a Vocations champion now, do you hope to provide that good advice that will help people follow the call at the right time for them?
Yes, I would, and I would like to encourage younger people to take it seriously and not to assume that because they're younger they've got nothing to contribute. When I was at university there were a lot of us who had gone into the ministry basically straight from school, maybe taken a year out, done a gap year or something, but there were a lot of us and we were all encouraged to feel valuable and important, and a number of these people are still doing the same job today. And I would like to encourage other people to say, yeah, take it seriously and just go for it.
So as Vocations champion now, with that good advice, what difference do you hope to make to people and to the church?
Well, I would hope that if people are taken seriously, that they will then follow it through. And I think you would sort of help them explore it. They would realise that they are being taken seriously and they're not being dismissed for whatever reason, whether it's because they're considered to be too young or whether it's because they feel that they've not had a good enough education to make them intelligent enough to be a minister, and to realise that they do all have gifts and skills that can be used in different ways. And for some people, yes, it'll be the full-time ministry. For other people it may be OLM or readership, or they might be called to be a deacon, and so help them to work through it and find out which niche is the right one for them that will enable them to use all the gifts that they do have.